Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Magic and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be discussing the Exo Zombie storyline for the new map called Carrier, which just came out probably like a week ago. So we're going to be discussing what exactly happened in this map and what new information we got in regards to the Exo Zombie storyline. So let's just start this off from the beginning. So Carrier begins with an intro cutscene that introduces a brand new character called Lennox. He is an employee of Sentinel, and Sentinel is one of Atlas's biggest enemies. Probably not even one of, it's Atlas's biggest enemy. So it shows Lennox shooting and killing Oz in quotation marks. And I use quotation marks because he doesn't actually kill Oz, because Oz is already dead, and so are the other four characters. Oz, Rose, Khan, and Decker are all dead. They were all either dead or zombies at one point, but Atlas was using them as test subjects. Atlas was testing a cure on them to bring them back to life. And it doesn't actually cure the zombie infection, it just makes them normal again until the drug runs out or they get killed, and then it just kind of starts over again. They become a zombie again, they need more of the drug. So this map answers the question of why Atlas has been testing these four characters. They've been testing this drug to keep them alive, but we don't know quite yet why they're keeping these people alive, which I'll get into later in this video. So now, one thing I don't understand is why did Lennox shoot Oz if he knew he was going to turn back into a zombie? This is something I really just don't understand. He knew Oz was, he even says in the cutscene that Oz was the source of the infection. He started it all or something like that. But why did he shoot him knowing he was going to come back to life? Because after he shot him, he's like, don't worry, he's not dead. All of you were dead at one point, or something like that. It's really confusing. It's like, why would you kill him if you knew he was just going to become a zombie again and become an even bigger problem than he is right now? Because right now, Oz has no clue what's going on. If you notice in the cutscene, he will say, in that moment when I was shot, the fog was lifted, and then he could see everything. Basically, that means that the second he was shot, he realized everything that happened, because he didn't die. He was still a zombie. But when he got shot, he realized that Atlas has been testing on him. He realized who the heck Lennox was and Sentinel. He realized it all, and we'll be getting into what exactly he realized later in this video as well. So it just doesn't make sense to me to why he killed only Oz and not all of them, because why wouldn't you just kill all of them if they're all dead, or why not keep them all alive? Now, as the map progresses, you will also notice many hits on the map pointing to Atlas testing humans, sharks, and dogs, and most importantly, Oz. There are many computers with Oz's information posted all over the map. This makes it very clear that Atlas has been running tests on him for a while now. Also, there are containers on the map that contain the same hazard logos as the one displayed on body bags across the map. This further supports the idea that Atlas has been testing drugs on many animals, including our four characters. It can also be inferred from this that one of the drugs being tested is a drug that makes super soldiers, which is the drug that created the zombie outbreak, and another drug is a drug that cures the zombie infection. Now, a new question that arises from this map is, why is Atlas keeping these four characters alive? Could they possibly be doing it to help fight the zombie outbreak that they actually started? If this is true, maybe Atlas is not as evil as they appear. Another thing we discovered about Oz is the fact that he used to work for Sentinel. It is confirmed that he used to work for Sentinel because he has a tattoo that looks like the Sentinel logo on his right forearm. And Lennox even says a quote during the game that confirms that Oz used to work with him at Sentinel. Now, why would Atlas hire a former Sentinel employee when Sentinel is Atlas's biggest enemy? Now, what I believe is that Atlas hired Oz with the intention to only test on him, or he was sent to spy on Atlas by Sentinel, but was caught by Atlas and used as a test subject. Now, I'm also going to discuss why each character is being tested on. Now, Rose is being tested on because she would frequently hack into Atlas's email accounts and use that information against them, which made Atlas really dislike her, so that's why they're testing on her. Decker, he was hired by Atlas as a guard, and he had hopes of becoming an Atlas field operative, but there was no intention by Atlas to promote him to a field operative, so in this way it kind of just seems like they hired him strictly as a guard, nothing else, so maybe that's why they tested on him, because he really meant nothing to them. Now moving on to Khan, due to the insistence of his coworkers, Khan was promoted to head of a facility in the middle of nowhere. Now, the idea of this is he was insisted upon by his coworkers because he was a hard worker and he didn't take no for an answer to be promoted. But Atlas promoted him to head of a facility in the middle of nowhere, so it just seems like they didn't really care that much for him, so they promoted him, but they were going to still test on him. Now let's move on to the ending of the map where Rose, Khan, Decker, and Lennox are all trying to escape the carrier. Now, while they're trying to escape, Rose thinks she hears Oz from behind a wall of crates, and it is in fact him, in his zombie form, and that's how the map ends. It ends with him standing in a bunch of crates in his zombie form, and all 4 characters looking at him in shock like, oh my gosh, that's Oz, are we going to have to kill him or something like that. So it's another big cliffhanger. We're going to be finding out what exactly happens in this scene in the next zombies map. They're probably going to have to like shoot Oz or something, or Oz is going to escape and they're going to have to fight him later as a boss zombie in the end. We don't know. It's going to be interesting. Leave a comment what you think is going to happen at the beginning of the next Exo Zombies map. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Leave a comment with what you think about my Exo Zombie storyline for Carrier. Tell me if you agree with it. Tell me what you don't agree with, what you think should be added to this video in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. My name is Magic, and I'm out.